Hey there, guys.
Hey,
Eric Ortiz here, Cinema Bear, my friend Mercer.
not Eric Ortiz, Mercer Morrison. I'm back
The
for
M&Ms.
another review.
Yes.
Yes.
So we just came from seeing...
Not Moana.
Not
we did
Moana.
not come, but this is like the best angle and the best
we
light.
had a very cool spot for a review,
Yes.
but then someone like pushed the emergency doors and then it just kind of went haywire. So
It literally in front of like one of the biggest Death of Robin Hood posters that, like
I'll probably put like a little
they
insert
probably
here.
put
of it.
most of their production or promotion money into that poster, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool poster.
Yeah,
but we're
but
talking
I'll
about the
let
movie
you
right now.
lead.
Okay, so Death of Robin Hood, starring Hugh Jackman, and directed and written by...
I'm gonna read this off my phone so it doesn't look like that I know the guy or anything. Michael Sarnowski, who also did Pig. I did see Pig, and I did fairly like Pig. And also he did a Quiet Place Day One, so
which wasn't
you know,
bad. I kind of liked
yeah,
Quiet Place.
I didn't see it, but anyway, I'll let you, since you are
Okay.
the host, give your thoughts.
So, first of all, the good. Cinematography is beautiful. Hugh Jackman's acting is excellent. The acting overall is actually really, really compelling. Really strong start.
Yeah.
Cinematically, it reminded me a lot of the video game Hellblade. If you guys ever played it, with a little sprinkle of God of War in there. This felt very much like God of War meets The Last of Us for the gamers out there, and I was engaged. It was this brutal, hard R action adventure that I thought we were going to get, and then the second act happens. But
That I will agree, like strong start, and I will say that like there was a lot of controversy because everyone was like, why are we taking the hero mythological figure of Robin Hood, who, I mean, the whole thing is about rob from the rich and give to the poor and help out those in need and the meek and everything. Like a lot of people might take issue with that fact that they're like dirtying him up and kind of making him in this movie, I would say a pretty unredeemable character.
like Robin Hood's a freaking scumbag.
Yeah, he's a scumbag in this thing, and we're catching him right as he is realizing how much of a scumbag he is. Like it all catches up to him. Like it all just comes into an epiphany.
He repeatedly says how I killed so many people.
Yeah.
I don't remember their names.
Yeah.
I've killed their children and their grandchildren, and it's just like, dude.
And the strange thing is he is still dressed like Errol Flynn's Robin Hood. It's like, I don't think this matches. No, I'm kidding. He's not. I did actually like the costuming in this one. It seemed very...
Costuming was good. Again, very Old Man Logan from...
Old Man Robin Hood this time.
Old Man Robin Hood this time. But we really got to get into, like, again, acting, cinematography, I think the sprinkles of the what's the good word here?
Well, I will say this, that if it wasn't about, like, if they would have picked another different, maybe Gaelic or old English figure to kind of maybe dirty up a little bit, like, I think I would have been able to enjoy this movie a little bit more, but the fact that they're taking Robin Hood and, again, like, we all know him as Rob from the Rich and Give to the Poor, and it's kind of like, why is Hollywood kind of doing this now when I think... we kind of need a movie like that where we need kind of like a hero to,
brighten things up.
Yeah, brighten things up.
But again, it for me, like, I don't know how you feel about this. For me, it felt like this movie had no third act.
Yeah.
It kind of like, strong opening, second act, and it just kind of dissipated as it kept on going.
That was my big problem because again, I will say like the lighting, the cinematography, what you're talking about, like. There are like a couple of fight scenes in this movie that are just so well shot, and also just in general, like even more like somber scenes. Like there's a scene where Robin is getting healed up and everything, and the woman tells him to like come lay in the bed, and like the way that it was framed and shot seems like a painting.
It's
like
beautiful painting.
Yeah, but like literally just the way that it's. But I will agree with you that like. When do you think it started to drop? Like what moment do you think like all of a sudden?
It's a bit of a narrative spoiler, but I'm not going to recommend this movie, so I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
There's a character that's established at the beginning that you see make a return to where Robin Hood is healing, and at that point, I expected the movie to narratively kind of like pick up, almost like this other great movie that reminded me a lot of this. Oh my God, with Skarsgård. And Nicole Kidman.
The Northman.
The Northman, which is
that was another
freaking
Skarsgård,
fantastic.
Not Bill.
Not Bill Skarsgård, but there's so many Skarsgårds out there.
I will say that it is. I never saw it, but I saw the previews, and it is lit a lot like that. And I will say that for me, when it dropped off was when he finally, and again, spoilers, when he admitted to Jodie Comer
Yeah.
that he was Robin Hood, and so I thought like something
was going to
happen,
and nothing happened.
Nothing happened after that.
No,
and
it's-
like I kind of like how it is tied to the ending to the original Robin Hood mythology, where you know an arrow is fired out the window. It's not Robin Hood; it's his protege. Which
no, you're not winning me over at all.
yeah, no. I was kind of like, okay, that's fine, but yeah, like the third act, like
The
something should have.
the no third act.
The no third act, the non
non-third act.
I would have thought that maybe Jodie Comer would have taken her revenge somehow, some way. I was waiting for that to happen. Either that or they do come to some, like Robin Hood does come to some form.
Yeah, she
of,
becomes like the new Maid Marian, and they kind of like find some type of future, and he builds.
yeah, maybe not like in a romantic way,
No,
but
but a
in
partnership.
A partnership, yeah, like something to finally redeem the Robin Hood character. But no, this
doesn't
entire
happen.
movie, he is just like, I'm a scumbag, and then there's no redemption, and that was kind of like, I was hoping for something like either she would kind of get her comeback, or that he would find his redemption somehow. Here's what I was thinking. Is that those two men who,
Yes.
or the men who killed
Yeah.
Little John, and again, spoilers.
Little
out the window.
spoiler, but we're not
They come
recommending
find
it.
the little girl. I
Right.
thought that there was going to be a big showdown.
Some type of island invasion. We have to
Yeah.
defend the
He has to
home.
defend the island. I would have thought that would have been a fitting, logical redemption arc, but no, it's slogging.
This movie bleeds out, and
Yeah,
if you get to see it, you
literally.
know what I'm talking about.
I kind of felt like I was literally thinking that as he was like laying in bed, dying excruciating. It was like that's how I feel sitting here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so time for the rating.
Oh boy.
For my Cinema Bear score, I'm gonna label this Cinebla. Like I wanted something happening, nothing ever did. For the honeypot scale, I would say I'm giving it just one honeypot out of 4.
Which again, I love how you're giving it honeypot, like it's a sex operation sting or something.
That's all in his head. Okay.
I read too much news. Kids don't watch the news; they'll make you depressed and paranoid. But I can't recommend it either. I think if you want to look at it from a cinematography, visual standpoint, I would say watch up until, at least to me, that he admits he's Robin Hood. And I feel like if you hard cut right there, it would have been a better film.
A great little short film.
Yeah, then it would have been, actually I think it would have been a fine runtime film.
Yeah, it's like
'cause
80-something, 90 minutes at that point.
those last 30 minutes where it's just like
yeah,
slogging
it's a
to get
2-hour movie
through.
that feels like 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like if they would have just ended it at that, I think it would have been a better, more ambiguous ending. I think it would have been a better
where to go
film.
from here type of a thing. Kind of like the elevator doors closing in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, there's more happening, but we don't know. And there's the anticipation of some type of resolution that never happens here. And we never get to see, but that's the actual movie, not like there's no sequel to this one.
But I do think also, I can't give it a honey pot. I think like the honey is spoiled for me in this movie.
0
and
honey
I
pots.
really, and I was interested in this movie. I definitely.
This was his idea.
Yeah, I whelmed my expectations, and I was still let down. So
Okay, so no honey pots from you. I appreciate cinematography, and maybe because I played Hellblade 1 and 2, and those games are excellent. And the look of those games and seeing that on screen kind of sweened it for me a little bit. But that's our take on Death of Robin Hood, Death of Your Time. Catch it in streaming. I love seeing movies in the theater, but even I'll say this one in particular, just wait for it to become free on Netflix. And thanks for watching Cinema Bear. Eric Ortiz.
Mercer Morrison.
And next movie for me is going to be Supergirl. He's not joining me because he's all Snyderverse about it. But thanks guys. Bye.